kossa, krever kommer deg, krever må kossa, hossa imsen lav, mellom og blod, a hela savoi, anir doi, kebusher. Ješiš korengmala, tahamut shirankra. Krisen iskerei, ekjan frila, jangelja. Ai, agree, no va. Oh, last day. Oh, it's good.
Dereliction is a crime! Dereliction is vandalism! Dereliction is vandalism! Dereliction is vandalism! Dereliction is vandalism! Stand up for building! Where one of the months ago! This could be a home! It's not a home! It's a ruin! It's a ruin! Where our children go homeless! It's a ruin! Dereliction is vandalism! Dereliction is vandalism!
We're down, 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 and flames rise higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Oh, the taste of love is sweet. Oh, it's hard. I got wow. We have a beautiful town here, and we are left in fall to the ground. We need to get on the street and do our thing, get some money from our loud government to rectify. My hometown is falling down, and I'm never have that.
Right. We're here today to remember Narrow West Street died in the dereliction, murdered by indifference, murdered by not being cared for, murdered by absentee landlords and nameless landlords, those who make profit from us. Today, our government, our council pays to have the historic building torn down brick by brick, because when it was left to the privateers, it was going to fall brick by brick. An historic building falls. What's so strong is above it could have been flats, could have been homes. Below could be spaces and units for artists, for people who want to do something with the town, for the good and the bold, not for the greedy, not for the greedy. We said it a few minutes ago, we say it again. Dereliction is vandalism!
Dereliction is vandalism!
Dereliction is vandalism!
Dereliction is vandalism!
We have the Abbey Shopping Centre, and I saw this 20 years. We asked a question of our great journalists in this town. We want to know who owns the Abbey Shopping Centre. Would you happen to know who owns the property on Narrow West Street? They tell you can't find out unless you go to the land registry. Well, it's strange because somebody must Street journals. Landlords instead, absent, invisible, faceless. They allow our town fall. They allow our children to go without homes. They allow you to blame the marginalised, those who had no part to play in the greed and the theft of the Celtic tiger and its children. Dereliction is vandalism. We come towards the powerful. Once trading posts of the Vikings, long since gone where the building stands for now. Because if we leave it in the hands of the privateers, of the capitalist hedge funds, of those who buy up properties to let them fall, then this fine building will go. It doesn't need a facelift. It needs to be used. It needs to be wanted. It needs to be honoured and respected. If you want tourists to visit your town, it's not just a hotel. It needs something to visit. Faceless landlords. The gutless landlords. Those who charge you too much rent. The banks that make you pay to the nose for your mortgage. When the town falls down around us. Dereliction is vandalism!
Dereliction is vandalism!
But the room just filled up with mosquitoes, 'cause they heard that nobody was free. Oh, then I took the dust from a long, sleepless night, and I put it into your shoe. And I must confess, I taught you the dress that you wore for the world to look. Yeah, there's much worse, and this town is all in a ruin. That's it. And Eskimo showed me a movie he'd recently taken of you, but the poor man could hardly stop shivering, 'cause his lips and his arms were blue. Oh, I suppose that what is that? I cannot hear you. I still cannot hear you. Dereliction is vandalism. Say it with me, brothers and sisters. Dereliction is vandalism. Dereliction is vandalism. Dereliction is the worst kind of vandalism there is. Pray with me. Pray with me.
Please gather round.
Hold it.
Down below, the old grammar school. Let's go to Rathmere and rebuilt by private builders. We make cash out of our fortune. We signed the old Whittle Hall. Once we returned in a time when the wealthy would give to the town, not just take from it. Now it's a casino. Now it's a casino. Where I used to go and dance is now a casino. What a wonderful, wonderful thing to do to our town, eh? Look around you. Look down across the town. A beautiful town it is, remains. A town so full of hope, so full of ideas, so full of good people, but devoid of investment, devoid of care and concern by those who can show it. They will take our taxes and they will put them into things that we do not need. But they will not put them into fixing these buildings. They will not address public housing. We need public housing because moral dereliction isn't just vandalism, it's moral. Dereliction is vandalism.
Dereliction is vandalism.
Moral dereliction is moral. It is wrong. So I stand at the stage and I say this proudly. I stand among those who stood here 8 years ago and said stop driving traffic through the bloody gate. Because we couldn't even do that. We shouted. But we shouted long enough down, brothers and sisters. We shouted down the heard us and we closed the traffic. But then just let it fall anyway. Just let it fall. So we stand here today and now we are going to ceremonially bury Narrow West Street, the child of St. Lawrence's Gate. the oldest street in Drogheda. We are going to bury it today at Lawrence's Gate and remember it and give it the honour it deserves. Those few of us who recall that once this town was a proud town. Once this town was a walking town, it was a living town. Where people live, there is life. Where people live, there is life. Let people live in Narrow West Street. Let people live in all the houses in the States. Let them go and rebuild the houses. Let there be a plan for building, and not a private plan, not private ears. Not a partnership between the private and the public, so that we pay them to make money off us. Not the endless cycle. Not the endless cycle of banks. Banks. People far away in Switzerland, over in America, somewhere in France, getting a few shekels together for the day that they retire. On our backs, on our sweat. We call upon the county councillors of Louth, we call upon the TDs of Louth, we call upon the Chamber of Commerce, we call upon every single civic organisation in this town to join us and make a stand and demand our turn back. Demand our turn back. We call upon them to cease the dereliction, to cease blaming the marginalised. Some months ago, people wrecked and ruined by war, starving, scared, women who had been raped, children who had been beaten, men on the threat of death, came to this town to seek some mercy. And there were those in this town that showed them none, but thought they would use them as a sword or tool to push down upon those of us who can't. They, those people, those councillors, those politicians, those journalists, they are morally derelict. We'll now bury Narrow West Street.
Let's go.
So, yesterday. I was going to take you and I realised you were
That people's flag is deep as red and shrouded off our martyred dead. And there the limbs grow stiff and cold, our heart but beats its every fold. So raise the scarlet standard high, bending its folds we live and die. Though cowards trench and traitors sneer, we'll keep the red flag flying here.